DNA is the blueprint of life. It is the genetic material that carries information about how living organisms develop, function, and reproduce. But DNA is not just a biological code. It can also be viewed through the lens of music. By translating DNA sequences into musical notes, we can listen to the symphony of life itself. This innovative idea opens new doors to understanding our genetic code in a unique and harmonious way. Music is a universal language that resonates with all of us. It has structure, rhythm, and emotion. Similarly, DNA has sequences, patterns, and expressions. Scientists have discovered that by mapping nucleotide bases to musical notes, they can create unique melodies that represent genetic information. This method not only makes genetics more accessible, but also provides new insights into DNA structure and behavior. Imagine hearing the genetic code as a piece of music. Each living organism would have its own unique symphony. This concept transforms our understanding of DNA from a static code to a dynamic and interactive form of art. It bridges the gap between science and music, creating a new interdisciplinary field that could revolutionize both. Mapping DNA sequences to musical notes begins with the 4 nucleotide bases: adenine, A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. Each of these bases can be assigned a specific note in a musical scale. For example, A might correspond to C, T to D, C to E, and G to F. This creates a basic framework for translating DNA sequences into music. There are different methods to create more complex melodies from these sequences. Some scientists use algorithms to assign different octaves or instruments to each base, adding layers and depth to the music. Others might incorporate rhythms and tempos that reflect the biological processes within the DNA sequence. These variations allow for a wide range of musical interpretations, each providing unique insights into the genetic code. The process is not merely about creating music for the sake of art. It aims to reveal patterns and structures within the DNA that might be overlooked in traditional genetic analysis. By listening to the music of DNA, scientists can identify motifs and variations that correspond to specific genetic functions. This auditory approach offers a novel way to explore the complexities of genetics. Translating DNA into music holds significant potential in scientific research. One key application is in the field of genomics, where understanding the structure and function of genes is crucial. Music provides an intuitive way to represent the vast amounts of data involved in genetic research, making it easier to identify patterns and anomalies. For example, researchers can use musical motifs to represent mutations within a gene. A sudden change in the melody might indicate a mutation that could result in a genetic disorder. This musical representation can make it easier for scientists to detect and study these mutations. Moreover, it can act as a powerful educational tool, helping students and the general public to grasp complex genetic concepts through the more familiar medium of music. Another application is in the study of epigenetics, where chemical modifications to DNA affect gene expression without altering the sequence. By mapping these modifications to musical changes, scientists can create dynamic compositions that reflect how genes are turned on and off. This auditory method can reveal the intricate dance of gene regulation, providing deeper insights into the mechanisms of life. DNA replication is a fundamental process in biology. It involves the copying of DNA so that each new cell has the same genetic information. By translating the DNA sequences involved in replication into music, scientists can gain new perspectives on this vital process. During replication, specific sequences known as origins of replication are recognized by proteins. These sequences can be mapped to musical motifs, creating a recurring theme in the composition. As replication progresses, the music can reflect the unwinding of the DNA helix, the synthesis of new strands, and the eventual completion of the process. Each step can be represented by changes in melody, harmony, and rhythm. This musical representation can help researchers identify key points in the replication process where errors might occur. It offers a unique way to visualize and understand the dynamics of DNA replication. By listening to the replication symphony, scientists can develop new strategies to enhance the accuracy and efficiency of this critical biological process. DNA looping is a phenomenon where distant parts of the DNA come into close proximity due to the folding of the molecule. This looping is essential for regulating gene expression and ensuring proper cellular function. Translating these loops into music can provide valuable insights into their role and behavior. In a musical composition, DNA loops can be represented by recurring motifs that appear at different points in the melody. These motifs can vary in intensity and duration, reflecting the dynamic nature of DNA looping. By listening to the interplay of these motifs, scientists can better understand how loops influence gene activity and cellular processes. This approach can also highlight the importance of specific loops in different biological contexts. For instance, certain loops might be more prominent in cancer cells, indicating their role in uncontrolled cell growth. By studying these musical patterns, researchers can identify potential targets for therapeutic intervention. The harmonious interplay of DNA loops in music offers a novel perspective on the complexity of genetic regulation. The concept of translating DNA sequences into music is more than a creative endeavor. It represents a new frontier in the study of genetics and biology. By bridging the gap between science and art, this interdisciplinary approach offers fresh insights and innovative tools for research. In the future, we may see more widespread use of genetic music in education, research, and therapy. It has the potential to make complex genetic information more accessible and engaging for everyone. Moreover, it could lead to new discoveries and breakthroughs in our understanding of life itself. As we continue to explore the symphony of DNA, we are reminded of the beauty and complexity of the genetic code. Each melody, each note, and each sequence tells a story of life's intricate dance. This harmonious approach to genetics has the power to revolutionize our understanding of biology and inspire new generations of scientists and musicians alike.